Hi everybody, it's Lysandra from Travel at 60 and I'm the call centre manager here, and today we've got an exciting tour that we're promoting to everybody, which is the Heron Island and Central Coast, otherwise known and preferred as the Southern Great Barrier Reef. So for all the people down south, this is where you go to relax in the beautiful weather, especially in winter. But today we're talking to Darryl, who's been in this area for around 40 years. So he's the expert of this area of our beautiful country. And the exciting thing is there's only a couple of places in Australia where you can see the laying of these amazing turtles. So Darryl, I'm going to hand it over to you so you can just give us a little bit of an introductory about yourself as well.
Hi, folks. Yeah, my name is Darryl Branthwaite. I don't sing, okay? But I'm basically, Kiwi. And I started this business up around about 4 or 5 years ago. And it's so nice being able to celebrate your own backyard. And it's great being able to show it off and bring to life all those little things that make our region so good. The Southern Great Barrier Reef is an amazing place, and it's all part of the Gladstone region, and we like to show that off. Now, around the same time, around October, November, and December, we start to see the hawksbill turtles and the green turtles come up on the beaches and start their nesting, laying a clutch of eggs. And to do this, we could take you out to Heron Island and show you all around Heron Island and watch these turtles come up on the beach and lay their clutch of eggs.
So we've got some fabulous things. So, we've got 4 nights at the Mantra in Gladstone. We've got 2 nights on Heron Island itself, which is just beautiful on its own. We've got 6 breakfasts, 6 dinners, lunches as well as included. Plus we have your wonderful company and your amusement as well.
Oh, look, what we've tried to do is include most things in this package. I think there might be one lunch that might be, even then we might even share to that lunch. So, but we do take you around, and the Mantra itself is a beautiful setting. We've even got a 5-star Peppers on the same site. So that's how good a quality the accommodation and the likes of the eatery, because we actually eat in-house there a couple of nights at the Encore restaurant. It's very, very good. They have a great package for alcohol. If you want some drinks, unfortunately the drinks aren't included in the package that I provide. We provide the food and everything like that and accommodation. But yeah, out at Heron Island, it's something quite special. You're 50 miles offshore, 80 kilometers offshore on a coral cave. And this is where David Attenborough filmed all his documentaries, both here and Lady Elliot Island, filmed his documentaries for the reef, the Great Barrier Reef. So it's an island that international people go to visit. We get people from all over the world coming there, and it's just an amazing place. So at that time of the year, we do have the turtles coming up the beach, as I mentioned before. And sometimes there's 200 or 300 turtles at night coming up there. And they do turtle tours and reef tours. If you're that adventurous, you can go for a dive. You can go for a snorkel. If you don't want to get your feet wet, they've got a semi-submersible there that you can look out through the windows. Plus, they've got a pampering spa there. You can book in for a massage and beauty therapy and all those nice things that you do on a tropical island 50 miles offshore. But it's
Yeah, so that sounds absolutely amazing, Darryl. And this area is really close to my heart because, you go to Tenham Sands, and my experience with Tenham Sands, last time I was there, it was for life-saving, and we burned our feet. So we buried our feet under the sand because it was just the hottest sand in Australia. Agnes Waters, I learned to surf there back then. This is how old I am. There was only generators. So, people that know that area, do your maths, and yeah, you know how old I am. I'm ancient, but anyway. But what we might do now is actually get into the itinerary. So we'll kick off. So on the Fridays, our first day, everyone meets at Brisbane, or if you're living up the coast, you can get on the train other way. And then we get to Gladstone, where you take it away, Darryl.
Yeah, my smiling face. I'll be there to greet you on the platform, and then we'll travel. We'll check you into the Gladstone Mantra, or Metro Gladstone, and you'll be dining in house that night. So there's no need to go worry about anything, and that's all inclusive in your package. The next morning, you get up and you have breakfast, and then we'll pick you up at 9 o'clock, and then we'll go down through a brief tour of Gladstone, and then we end up down through Tannum Sands. We have a look at some of the industry. We have lunch at the Tannum Sands Hotel, which is really, really quite nice. It's spectacular looking out over the entrance to the harbour. And then from there, we take you out to the Lake of Wonga because we've got a barramundi hatchery out there. It's a $10 million facility. And you can actually see these metre-long barramundi. It's just amazing. They've got some gold ones there as well, which is pretty cool. And then from there, we go back into town. You freshen up, you rest for the afternoon. We're usually back at the hotel around about 3:30. And we'll pick you back up again, and we'll go to what they call Auckland House. It's a brewery, but it has an amazing sunset. So it's really to die for, that sunset there. It's pretty cool. The next day, once you have breakfast in-house, again, of course, that's all covered. It's the same with the dinner the night before. We actually head down to Agnes Water and 1770, and we go on board the Lark down there. The Lark is an amphibious vehicle. It goes on water and land, but we call it the Lark and Lunch. They take you away up the beach, and you look at amazing little wildlife and all the bird life, and you might see some turtles, you might see some dolphins, but it's a real experience in itself, the Lark. And then we go and have a look at the rest of Agnes Water in 1770, retrace your footsteps. I'm afraid we don't go down to the springs, though. But then we come back and we actually go out that evening to the yacht club. It's called Yachties, and it's actually really, really nice. They quite often have coral trout on the main course, and they're all sorts of seafood. It's very, very nice. The next morning, we get up and we have breakfast, and then we meet the ferry. Board the ferry at Gladstone Marina and head out to Heron Island. Now, this ferry is 33 metre long. It's specifically designed to do this trip. It's a 2-hour trip. There's a bit of open water, but most of the time at this time of the year that you guys are coming up here, we've actually got really settled conditions. So, it's for those that get a little bit seasick, it's not a bad ride, but I would be taking some ginger or something like that. But it's still very, very good. And there's a little bit of open water, then you end up in behind all the reefs and islands that you travel past, and it's spectacular. And then a team from here.
Oh, sorry, Darryl. I love how you use the word spectacular.
It's just an amazing place because there's lots of bird life. You'll see dolphins. You might even, this time of the year, you might even see whales, which is pretty cool. The skippers, they do point them out. They're on a bit of a timetable going out there and coming back, but sometimes they might make it stop for a little bit if they do see something, which is quite special. And then once you're out there, the idea is to book all your extras that you want to see, that you want to do, is your snorkeling equipment, your diving. Some of you might be wanting to do a dive. It's amazing. It's like, I suppose it's like a marine park on steroids out there. It's just so much wildlife. It's just incredible. From bird life to sea life to turtles, it's just fantastic. But they'll check you in, and and all your dinners and breakfasts and lunches are all paid for as well. They're all included. It's just only your drinks that you've got to pay for. And there you'll stay Monday night out there and Tuesday night, and then return after lunch on Wednesday. And I'll be there to greet you at the marina, take you back to the mantra. And we all join us. We go for dinner that night, a whole lot of us, and then talk about what we've experienced, and we swap some photos, and then the next morning we put you on the train and you head back home.
Hey, so back to Brisbane they get, and they've got plenty of photos and memories that they can go home and explain to the grandchildren and to their friends and families as well, which is like, people don't realize Queensland has so much to offer, and it's just such an amazing place. And we have, from cassowaries to ginger tours from Bundaberg that you also do as well, Darryl, to turtle laying and turtle hatching. And, you know, there is so much that Queensland has to offer. And it's great that we have people like you that we can join with to take people and show them our beautiful state that we live in.
Oh, for sure. You know, and it's just fun showing people your backyard and the jobs that I've had over the last 5 or 6 years, from being the CEO of Tourism and Economic Development right through to being a councillor for the last term, and the fascination with Gladstone, because it's about to be the epicenter of hydrogen and ammonia. Look, it's just an amazing things that are going on here, and how the industry is working with the community and working with their own patch, their stewardship. And it's nice to be able to show people what's actually happening rather than people guessing. It's just an incredible place.
So Darryl, so what we might do now is we'll run through the pricing for it. So for people that actually live in Queensland, as you're aware, the Queensland government has a special price for anyone that is on a pensioner. So we've got pricing. So a Queensland pensioner, twin share, we're looking at $2,399 for a senior. So that's your seniors card. So anywhere around Australia, you're able to use your seniors card. That's coming in at $2,468 per person. Adults, unfortunately, who have no seniors card or pensioners card, is coming in at $2,528. Plus, we have solo prices as well there. We have plenty of opportunities. So we've got dates on our website. So if you want to have a look at it and you are interested in this amazing tour, please go to our Travel at 60 website or have a look on our Facebook. If you're interested, put in an inquiry and it'll come to my team. Otherwise, you can email team@travel@60 or give us a call on 1300 414 198 and speak to our amazing team. But Darryl, I'd like to say thank you so much for joining us today. It's always a pleasure to talk to you and always fun. And we talk about little memories, you know, of when we were much younger. But thank you so much for joining us today, Darryl.
You're more than welcome, and we look forward to see some of your clients come up and see us and experience what I love about this place.
Excellent. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you're interested in doing this tour, please give us a call, email us, and we'll be happy to talk to you more about it. So, in the meantime, have a lovely weekend, and we'll chat to you soon. And bye for now, Darryl. See you all.
Bye-bye, folks.